Today we celebrate, but tomorrow the work begins.
In 2010, one of the world's smallest nations won the right to host the world's biggest sporting event, the 2022 World Cup.
This is going to be a legacy.
All eyes now turn to Qatar, the desert nation that has become an oasis of affluence.
If you want to make money, Qatar is a place to do it.
I love it.
And its beating heart is a place like no other. The Pearl, an astonishing man-made island where all that glisters is almost certainly gold.
It's not easy to build all of this from scratch.
In this series, we delve inside this world within a world.
Right now, everyone wants to be in Qatar.
A magnet for sporting superstars.
I can feel the energy, I can see the excitement.
We'll meet the locals.
Rolls-Royce is one of my favorite cars.
And those who keep paradise ticking along.
Organizing the World Cup proves that we are a small country, can do big things.
And soon, this normally tranquil place will face daunting and unfamiliar challenges. And the pressure is on for everyone.
There is actually no chance that we can be delayed at all. We've got to open in time for the World Cup.
Welcome to the Pearl. Qataris are collectors, curators, and custodians. Reaching out across the globe, they're drawing in the finest things and people on the planet. The most exclusive address in all of Qatar is the Pearl Island. Home to billionaires, international celebrities, and royalty. No expense is spared in the pursuit of perfection. The Pearl is the last word in luxury, with brands from across the planet. The Maserati dealership, the Ferrari dealership, and the Rolls-Royce dealership are all owned by one family, the Al Fadans.
It's over 70 years old and drives and sounds great.
The family is one of the founding members of the Pearl, with large property ownings all over the island.
The description of the feeling when you are driving such a car, there's no description for it, it's just joy.
And Omar has fueled his passion by building one of the greatest private car collections in the world.
This is what Al Fardan do when we get into love with any of our passion. We just dive deep inside it. We have in this museum at one time 130 units and about 30 motorbikes. The Lotus, 1970, Austin Healey, 1958, Ford Mustang here, Shelby, of course the Jaguar E-Type Series 1.
His collection of Ferraris is world-beating.
First, which is a GTO, the most desired one, going F40, F50, the Enzo and LaFerrari. So those are the most iconic bloodline of Ferrari to be produced. And this is too rare to find them in one collection. Well, I have them all. Today, GTO goes for 6 million euro, and LaFerrari was sold for 6.5 million in an auction.
It's not enough to be merely a classic in the pantheons of automotive design history. Omar's real passion is for cars that have a global historical importance.
This is the most special part of the collection. The Rolls-Royce is in 1922. It was ordered by, back then, he was the Crown Prince of Japan, and he received it in 23 when he was the Emperor of Japan, Hirohito. This is the Queen of England, grandfather George V. He was coronated in this car in 1911. If you notice, he asked Rolls-Royce not to put their emblem, but his face on it.
And the most valuable car in here?
The rarity of those two Rolls-Royces, I think they're priceless. The rest you can find, you can Google them. Some people just buy old because it's old, and I always say that old is not classic, but every classic is old, has to be old. I think we have quite a nice collection.
While for Omar, his collection of historical cars is the culmination of a life's work, he doesn't limit his interests to just automobiles.
Fabergé egg is very rare because the production is rare, but I have the only one unique Fabergé egg, which was made for Rolls-Royce. It's in my office, actually.
Can we see it?
Of course.
The only person other than Omar allowed to handle the egg is Al Fadan Art Collection Manager, expat Italian, Jenny Marenka.
So the first time that I actually took it out, I was super, super anxious. I still am every time, because I don't want anything to happen to it.
Fabergé eggs are one of the rarest and most sought-after objects in history. Only 69 eggs were ever made. Crafted in St. Petersburg in the late 19th and early 20th century, and prized by Russian Tsars.
Here surrounding you have pure diamonds, almost 10 carats. And the face, it's on white gold, 18 carats. This is the first Fabergé egg made by the Fabergé house since 1915. This is a collaboration between the Fabergé house and Rolls-Royce.
The sale price of the egg has never been made public.
I think we're talking about high numbers, but they're not for sale. It's a masterpiece, like a Picasso or a Caravaggio, maybe.
Some are calling the Qataris the new Medicis, collecting only the best from around the world. Another of the world's most extravagant items is a luxury yacht. There are many already in the Pearl Islands harbour, and many more are coming every day.
I am dockmaster. So basically, anything to do with the docks, it comes under my responsibility.
Matt Sedgwick has been working on the Pearl for 13 years.
I love it. Absolutely love it.
The harbour started with just one marina. Now it has 4.
And as we started filling them up with boats, and then this one got finished, filled it up, and just carried it around. So we've got A, B, C, and D. And it's just filled up to what it is now. We've got quite a few transient boats coming in. A lot of the bigger stuff, like 30, 40, 50, 60, 73 metre coming in. Literally coming for the boat, for the World Cup, yes. But to have the big super mega yachts coming in, that'll be fantastic. I'm looking forward to it.
Clearly on the Pearl, there's a growing need for boating luxury. So, at the United Development Company, the master developer of the Pearl Island, the president and CEO, Ibrahim Al Othman, has decided to embark on an ambitious new project.
In my opinion, what we were lacking in the marina was a yacht club. We thought now it's time really to move it and elevate it to the next level.
There you go, there's a yacht club. So people will be able to bring their yacht here, moor up, and then walk down the pontoon and then walk straight into the yacht club.
Qataris have exceptionally high standards, so all eyes are on us. I think there'll be a lot of pressure to get everything perfect and right, and also to give them something that's in line with the standards that they expect locally as well.
Alice Jonsdottir Ferrier has come from the UK to work on the club's launch.
They know what they like, so why not give it to them in their own region?
Sited on prime real estate in the exclusive Porto Arabia, covering 2,000 square meters, designed to cater for the global elite, the yacht club will contain a private members area, 2 restaurants, and a cigar lounge. But only when the construction is complete.
We've got to open before the World Cup, fingers crossed. There's quite a lot of work still to be done. It has to be ready. I think that's the other thing, is it has to be ready. There's no room for error or delay.
When open, the yacht club will be operated by the Corinthia Hotel Group, purveyors of luxury hospitality, catering for the global elite, with establishments in Rome, Malta, and London. But before the club's launch, the owners are working to bring international prestige to the project.
Our aspiration is to get an affiliation with the Monaco Yacht Club. To have that association, it would really determine our success. I think there is an ambition to turn this into Monaco of the Middle East.
The Principality of Monaco is home to one of the wealthiest populations in the world. In the 20th century, it became a byword for glamour, luxury, exclusivity, and at its heart sits the Monaco Yacht Club. But getting the club to agree to lend its name to a new yacht club in the Middle East is far from plain sailing.
Come and have a look and see what we've got. We've actually worked up some of the artwork in the book. So this is a sort of executive summary that we've created.
Managing Director for Corinthia Doha, Matthew Dixon has been working on the Monaco deal for over 2 years.
We've taken the liberty actually almost to include already that we will be part of the Bell class. So it was a calculated risk.
Quite optimism.
Yeah, well, we have to have that in these projects. With 145 days to go, we need all the luck we can get.
It would be a huge coup to have the affiliation with the Yacht Club of Monaco.
For the facility we've created here and the club we've created, to walk in the footsteps of the Yacht Club of Monaco, but set a new trend for Doha and Qatar, that's really something that's important. But until the ink's dry, experience tells me it's not a done deal.
There is still much to be done before this yacht club is ready to launch. The Pearl sits just 100 meters from Doha, a city of 1.2 million people, on the coast of Qatar, a country of just 4,500 square miles. Squeezed into this mega-rich land are high-tech shopping malls, fashion retailers, and luxury jewelers. And they're all within minutes of this beautiful new city centre. One of the Pearl's most courted entrepreneurs is 30-year-old digital influencer Abdullah Al Abdullah. Today, Abdullah is taking a Porsche boat from the Porto Arabia Marina on the Pearl to Nobu, just 10 minutes away.
Everything is super convenient here. The only in Doha lifestyle, you know, going to lunch in a boat, things like that, you know. But for me, it's work. Although it is fun and exciting, like last night we had an off-white event here with Naomi Campbell, you know, but it's work. This definitely is just an average day in the life of Abdullah, that's for sure.
While Abdullah joins his glamorous friends, the Nobu staff are hard at work, preparing the luxury ingredients imported from around the world.
We get our Japanese fish from Toyosu Fish Market within 24 hours. So it's pretty much the same as if you would dine in Japan, pretty much.
General Manager Gaurav Khanna has been at Nobu Doha for 8 years.
We do deal with a lot of country heads, a lot of state heads, ministers, presidents, prime ministers.
You have all the influencers and people on Instagram who want to show that they're here.
I think people have a lot of conceptions about who I am and what I do and how I live my life and things like that. Because, you know, not everything on social media is real life, right? But I am a real person.
Qatar is the wealthiest country in the world. It's not just luxury brands related to food. It's hotels, it's designer brands, it's luxury clothing, jewelry, watches, you know, you name it and you have it. This is what Qatar is all about. But we're also here to serve luxury on a plate. And yeah, if you want to spend, we'll help you spend.
A few snaps uploaded, and moments later, over 10,000 likes from his 500,000 followers. The brands get their endorsements, and for Abdullah, another lucrative hard day's work is done. Qataris enjoy an exceptionally high standard of living, with an average yearly income of $130,000 US and a 0% unemployment rate. It's one of the safest societies on earth. But on the exclusive Pearl Island, they're not leaving it to chance.
We have around 36 security guards. Normal activities that we are doing here when we start our duty, to patrol, to check everything.
Meza Ali is the patrolling supervisor for this evening's shift, and he knows the streets better than most.
You can say that I grown up here in this job and in the Pearl. They built it in front of my eyes. Now we have visitors, we have residents, we have people that are living here. For me it's nice, and for my colleagues also it's nice, because it's a nice place to work.
So what does occupy private security in an almost crime-free city?
Especially on Thursday night, we have teenagers gathering at especially near the cinema. We focus on them more. In our days, it was not like that. Because now, you know, the social media, it's affecting the teenagers now these days. In our days, it was just we was going out to play football.
Situation inside the parking?
The Pearl has installed a high-tech surveillance system.
Caesar 7, focus.
With over 3,000 CCTV cameras manned around the clock.
Today for us is happy night, it's quiet. And welcome to the Pearl. Qatar is safe, of course. You can't keep your car running and keep the key inside for 2-3 days. Nobody will touch it.
But the peaceful night is suddenly broken.
Okay, I think there's something happening now. You can see the details of it. Sierra 1, this is operation.
Operation Sierra 1.
There's a group of gathering near Maserati. Sure.
Copy that. See if there is a fight. So, we'll check out there. Who's fighting? Who's fighting? تصوير حق الأولاد كبر. تصوير حق.
All is not as serious as first thought.
One of them, he fell down. I asked the teenagers that any fight happened, any misunderstanding happened there. They said no. I tell them just enjoy, but try to not make any problems for yourself and for the visitors.
The teenagers are already dispersing and any danger is averted. With the World Cup fans soon to flock in, more danger may be lurking around the corner. But Meza is confident his team are up to the challenge.
We have this experience how to deal with the number of the visitors. We are ready for World Cup, and we can manage to control, we can manage to avoid incidents or fights or any issue we can say that it will happen in that day.
In the city fit for the super rich, life is booming. For residents with money to spend and a taste for luxury.
I love art so much. It's a passion for me.
Ashraf Abu Isa owns the Al Bahi auction house, selling to Pearl residents for the past 5 years.
We live in a desert where it's mostly sand. So there's not so much elements of beauty naturally in our life. So any object that has beauty on it, it becomes attractive to us. Auctions around the world is actually more male dominant than women. But because of the objects we are selling this time, it's actually almost only women.
That's because this week's sale is designer handbags.
We need to start with the top pieces at the top of the cases so they get more attention. Yeah.
Rebecca and Yasmin work together at the auction house.
It's just like an adrenaline rush you get, watching everyone bidding and fighting over different things.
Operations manager Rebecca Joy Holt has a degree in antiquities, but this has not equipped her for Qatar's luxury lifestyle.
I have like 2, and they're good for everything. I know absolutely nothing about bags, and I'm getting there now because of Yasmin, yeah.
There are over 66 bags on sale, from Louis Vuitton and Chanel to Christian Dior and Goya.
This is just really exciting, beautiful.
But the star of the show is the Hermes Birkin 25, made of crocodile skin with golden hardware. Released in an extremely limited edition, its starting price, a whopping $85,000.
It's a really hard size to find. So this is the masterpiece of the show.
Tonight, the Al Bahi auction house is the place to be for the Pearl's most discerning women.
Very excited, yes. Lots of people showed up. Feeling good.
As the bids come in,
and 2,200.
And the bags sell.
Thank you so much for attending this evening. Thank you. Success.
Now the star of the show is finally ready to make her appearance.
Lot number 54, ladies and gentlemen.
And there are only 4 pieces in the world, and this is one of them. Shall we start bidding for this beautiful piece? $85,000, 85, 86 will be next.
Feels like there's a lot riding on it.
91.
A phone bidder and an absentee bidder are battling it out for the bag.
Yeah, that was good.
Who bought it?
I can't tell you, it's a secret.
Do you know who it is, Yasmin?
Even if I did, I can't say.
Despite the bag's high price tag, it appears the most valuable thing residents of the Pearl can acquire is discretion. But for some things, one needs to go further afield. In the search for a world-class restaurant for the Pearl's new yacht club, eyes have turned to a European centre of luxury. At London's Michelin-starred Kai, the team are pitching to run the new restaurant at the yacht club.
We try to make the best, but we talk less, we do more. We just testing.
For restaurant owner Bernard Yeo, this could be a very lucrative deal.
So this afternoon we've got representatives coming in for tasting. I would describe today as a movie trailer. So it's got a cross-section of what the food's going to be about. We have to go in there and deliver something which is special and actually memorable.
Matthew has come ahead to prepare for the VIPs.
I think it's important to understand what the CEO, Mr. Ibrahim, thinks, what Simon thinks in terms of where does this food fit in within the sort of the Qatari population.
UDC President and CEO Ibrahim and Simon Naudi, CEO of Corinthia Hotel Group, have come from the Pearl for the tasting. This is one of Ibrahim's favourite restaurants in London. He's asked them to try out the prestigious new dining room.
There is nothing on the menu which we wouldn't have here.
And the duck is going to be there.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
That's what I want to hear.
Yeah. That's your favorite dish, right?
Of course, the favorite starter, yeah.
But today is about testing Chef Lucas's new menu items. Will his modern take on Nanyang Chinese cooking fit in the yacht club?
We're doing the very classic steamed fish, but different way, with the black bean and the fermented ginger and the orange skin. When we finish, we serve the guests. We just put a bit of fish sauce here. I cannot wait to show our flavor to them.
How are you? Well done. Excellent.
How was today the lunch?
Superb.
Any comment to this?
You could increase the size.
Okay.
Looks like Kai will be heading to the Pearl Island.
We won the lottery.
Yeah. Go, yes.
You must be relieved. Is you relieved?
Would you like some dessert?
A lot of desserts.
Would you like the chocolate, is it?
All of them.
All of them? Okay.
Just bring it to the table.
Okay.
While Ibrahim and the rest of the team return to Qatar, Simon is on the hunt for another jewel of Europe, as he's not just launching a yacht club on the Pearl, he's building a new hotel and a beach club.
We're heading into Solimar Beach and restaurant and many other things. We're here looking at the ingredients, the beach, the sea, the food.
The Mykonos senses.
That's it. There you go, that's it.
The island of Mykonos is a shining jewel of the Greek Cyclades. It welcomes the cream of the European party elite And one of the most prestigious and historic clubs is Solimar.
Where else to look for the best beach clubs? And Mykonos, yes, and Solimar is the best. We're heading onto shore, meet Alexandra, and gonna see all that she has to offer here in Mykonos.
Welcome to Solimar.
Thank you.
Solimar's Alexandra Pilarinos gives Simon a whistle-stop tour of the club, including the DJ, the restaurant, and some of the club's regulars.
Our usual clientele is worldwide international, but mainly Americans, Brazilians, Middle East.
You have all the ingredients here. You have the sand, you have the water, the food, the service, the music. And our job in Doha now is to use the same ingredients and find the right recipe for Qatar. And I think we have to reimagine it for the beach club and the Qatari.
Totally agree.
While Simon and Alexandra sit down to talk business, the party at Solimar is just starting.
It's Mykonos, and as we say, experience it in all senses. And if we can actually continue this with you guys, would be amazing.
Why not? We're made for one another, yeah?
Yes, exactly.
The spirit is totally achievable. It's totally achievable. All the ingredients are here. And Doha has its own beauty, which we have to bring out in the beach club.
Thank you very much.
See you in Doha.
See you in Doha.
Doha, exactly.
See you in Doha.
Corinthia will be building their beach club and a new hotel on land reclaimed from the sea. The Pearls developers are creating a brand new island. Named after the prized pink-tinted round pearl, G1 Island will cover 400,000 square meters and is another shining example of Qatar's seemingly unlimited ambition.
G1 is probably one of the most luxurious man-made islands in all of Qatar.
Scottish expat Mark Doherty is overseeing construction of an impossible dream. A verdant golf course right here on this reclaimed land.
Everything just now is we're building from the ground up.
When completed, the course will have 9 holes, cover 60,000 square meters, and have floodlit fairways.
We have approximately 100,000 cubic tons of backfill here to make this profile that we're finding. So you can see the difference between the finished floor level and where we were. You can certainly imagine losing a lot of golf balls here because of the contours.
The biggest challenge will be turning the area green, with grass, trees and shrubs that won't die in the heat.
They're all from local nurseries, so the plants are available, they're in stock, and more importantly, there's the expertise in the country to plant them correctly, so they grow in time for the World Cup. There's a bit over 1 million plants and species here just now, and it's one of the oldest nurseries in Qatar. Okay, my friend, good to have a quick look at some trees.
Yes.
Roughly 96 palm trees, 3,336 shrubs.
Yes.
And about 10,373 ground cover.
Yes,
and again,
that's correct.
9 different varieties, okay?
Yes.
If you could take me through to show me, just one at a time.
Yeah, we will go to one by one, and you can check the size and the height also.
That's good. Okay, buddy, what do we have here?
It's, we call it Folomaria, and it's have different color of the flowers.
Okay, can we ask the guys just to double check
Can we check this?
the width and the height, please,
yes,
for the covers?
yes.
We got also 4 flame paint. Okay, thank you. Each of the specifications are very specific in terms of the girth of the tree and the foliage and the trunk cover as such, so we're making sure that everything's to specification. What we've done is we've allocated individual ID tags for each of the trees and asset numbers, so we know that when the team come here to check, they can't swap it over later on.
This is one of the palm tree we are going to be used. We have the 3 types. This is one of them. Yes.
What's the overall height? Can we get the measure, please? 35.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for that, guys. They don't just purchase 96 palm trees because we need 96 palm trees. They'll have maybe 150 that we can select from. It becomes a bit of a logistical nightmare, but we will have all this done in time with proper planning in place, and almost like a military operation, it should go swimmingly.
Next on Mark's horticultural shopping trip, he's off to meet grass guru Ranald McNeil.
Is everybody good?
Good, mate.
Doing well?
Yeah.
It's looking good, yeah?
Yeah, no, it's coming along pretty well.
So how long is it taking this to get to this stage just now?
Well, this has been down 2 years. It should be ready to harvest in about another month.
Excellent.
They're using a special variety of grass called Paspalum vaginatum, bred to survive the scorching Qatari sun.
We opted for the off-site preparation as opposed to doing planting on-site and then letting it grow on-site. There's no obstructions, there's nobody driving over it. It's self-contained.
They'll be laying 32,000 square meters of grass, but to keep it this lush and green, it needs water. Vast quantities of water.
12 litres per square metre times 32,000 square metres. My friend with the calculators.
So, in the height of summer, that means 380,000 litres of water, the equivalent of 5,000 bathtubs, every single day. The team on G1 will use a water recycling plant to clean wastewater and pump it through mile after mile of computer-controlled piping.
Well, let's look at the part. You've done a great job.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Construction continues across the Pearl, all working to be ready in time for the World Cup, including the team at the Yacht Club. Today, Matthew is welcoming Lucas, his new executive chef.
You know, they've been working a long time.
I think this is amazing building.
View you will have from outside on the right-hand side. I mean, it's a real standout feature. And that, I think, will attract people to come, as well as the food.
Don't worry, man. I will try my best. I'm ready.
I'm glad, Lucas. I'm glad you're ready.
With no kitchen to inspect, Lucas's focus is on the food.
So, Lucas, menu, where's your thinking?
Yeah, menu, we try to use the local ingredient first.
But in a desert nation, how can exotic produce grow? By building your own oasis.
Look, if you can grow here, you can grow on Mars.
Fadan al-Fadan's obsession is in farming. The farm uses the latest hydroponics and aeroponics to deliver nutrients directly to the plant's roots through liquid and fine mist, thus achieving the perfect growing conditions for global produce in this inhospitable environment.
Anything can be grown. You just need the right tools.
After a short half-an-hour drive from the Pearl Island, Lucas arrives at this chef's paradise.
How are you?
Good,
Nice to meet you,
Nice to
Lucas.
meet you. I'm looking for any vegetable, not only for bok choy, because we can discover something new item in here.
We can create whatever you have. This is the best part.
Ginger?
Ginger, no.
No.
Ginger, no.
Okay.
We have Peking duck if you want.
I do. What you fix the duck?
Oysters and some shrimp, I think. The Thai basil, we have two types. Thai purple and Thai normal.
Yes. Both I use.
Both you, okay.
Yeah,
both we have. Both we can produce.
Fantastic.
We have the jalapeno.
Okay.
More jalapeno habanero.
Nice one. It's easy from here to a restaurant?
And yes, we do delivery. We need 24 hours notice. That's it.
Okay.
What do you think of our products? Is it something that will work in your restaurant?
Can work. 100%.
100%. Well, I'm looking forward to eating my vegetables in your restaurant.
No problem.
No, amazing. So, no,
nice to meet you.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
On the Pearl Island, they've bought the best cars, handbags, restaurants. But can they acquire the prestige of history? As the Yacht Club's opening date draws near, the all-important partnership with Monaco is hanging in the balance. So UDC CEO Ibrahim is flying to the French Riviera to try to clinch La Belle Classe Destination certification.
The main purpose for this visit is to sign the agreement. It's very important for us. We thought we need someone else with us with the yachting club experience. And sure enough, the Monaco Yachting Club was there for us to approach.
Simon is traveling with him for this one final push.
Very much looking forward to it. We put on our best suit and make sure our ties are neatly pressed, and we'll be there on time.
The Monaco Yacht Club was established in 1953 and rapidly became the center of the Monaco social scene. The emergence of the super yacht saw the yacht club continue in its ascendancy as one of the world's most exclusive locations. The rebuilt clubhouse, completed in 2014 and designed by Lord Norman Foster, sits at the pinnacle of the yachting world.
Today is about 2.5 years of work. Partnerships are made when you meet each other and you share a meal and you have a conversation. And I feel that's what today should bring.
And then we'll enjoy a lunch afterwards, once all the signatures are dried on the page.
Matthew and Alice have been working hard to lay the groundwork for the deal. Ibrahim is here to negotiate with Bernard d'Alessandri, Secretary General of the Monaco Yacht Club for the past 38 years.
Nice to meet you.
But first, Bernard wants to show off what a truly historic yacht club he has.
You're busy. Yeah.
That is the story of the America's Cup story, and we are trying to show the past with the modernity, the mix of the between. That is a Fairmont now, and the club is there.
So this is the club?
Yeah. Yeah.
The atmosphere, makes you feel like you're really an elite.
With the tour complete, it's time to get down to more serious business. So serious that the camera crew is asked to leave the room.
I think it's a big moment where we have that building, we have that design, we have that setting, and how do we work with such experienced partners as the Yacht Club of Monaco to make sure everything happens? The bringing together of Bernard and Ibrahim is really essential because they're the sort of where the final building of trust and understanding can be made. They could really begin to see the potential, and so we've come to an agreement. We've spent quite a lot of time working towards and getting there, and at the end of the day, it was always going to happen. But it's there, and you know, it does really work, bringing people together to sign and to commit. Sure.
Yeah,
thank you. It's taken 2.5 years to get there, but it's worth it, and it means a lot to me.
And like every good visit, it ends at the gift shop.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Nice to see you. Good to see you.
If the ultimate status symbol of the super rich is a super yacht, then the ultimate status symbol of the Pearl is a super yacht club. Next time, World Cup fever grips the Pearl. The island's biggest hotel prepares to open. And the clock is ticking on a multi-million-dollar launch.
There is no room to slip through, not even a week.